What are you doing with your life? Sure you have it all figured out by now? What's next? Everybody say your 20s is your prime. What if it feels like pressure, confusion, and just not knowing what to do? Lost in your 20s. Hold on. It's your boy Jay, but you know what I'm saying? It's your boy, and we are bringing episode number 6, Surviving Post-Grad Gen Z Edition. We're getting into the weight of trying to figure out what to do after this graduation series. After graduating, what will you do? Who will you become? What is the drive? What is the purpose? Why are you here? Not only am I going through this, because I'm like, what should I do? Should I do this content? Should I get the JOB? Should I go back to school and be a lawyer? Get my MB, whatever, the business masters, MBA. Like, should I do it? The whole time though, who knows? Man, I remember when I first graduated, people was like, what's next? What's next? What's next? Hi, what's next? And I just would be so frustrated because like, bro, I just graduated 2 days ago. What are you doing next? I should have started asking you, like, what you doing next? Since you got so much to say, since you know the opportunities. Now you're like, man, I'm just gonna be a millionaire. What's your plan? I'm like, you not a millionaire, so how would you know this plan gonna work? Nani? Nah, for real though. Everybody got their own thing and everybody got their own way of doing things. And I feel like that's when they putting the pressure on you, because it's like, you graduated, why don't you got a job? And I remember I didn't have a good job out right out of college. And my mom would come upstairs and be like, Jordan, they said yes to your job yet? And I'm like, no. They're like, well, you better work on it, boy. And I just be like confused. I'm like, Lord, I'm praying. And I basically sat still. And the Lord blessed me with a job. But my first job wasn't even my real full-time job. It was a part-time job at an NFL position. And it just made me understand that you really gotta live your own life and be ready to do what you need to do to accomplish your goals. Even online, you see people getting new jobs and they dream life, going on trips. Oh, that's the biggest one. People going on trips, they post their trips like what a lot of said.
Bitch, you gotta wait till their birthday to go out of town.
Brokey, like, wait a minute, sister. Wait a minute, sister. It is a recession going on. You talking about brokey. And then like just that pressure, like, now you out of school, you ain't traveling or XYZ. And I'm like, it's different levels, different opportunities. But all that can feel like, what's going on? And while people doing all this traveling, you could barely pay rent or you could barely do XYZ. So I think it's good to give yourself grace. But I could see how the pressure could be real, especially with the social media pressures of 19, 18-year-olds being millionaires, or 20-year-olds like, I'm 20 years old now and I rent my own, you know, or I'm 27 and I'm a millionaire, and people looking like, I'm 27, I'm barely working this job, you know. That's why it's good to have this community right here. So make sure you comment how you doing, what's going on in your life. But this community is good because I'm being real, like, I live at home. I've been driving my car since high school. I got multiple jobs. And yeah, like, that's me. I got 2,000 subscribers. I've grinded for that. 400 TikTok followers, you know, and 9K on Instagram. You know, I'm not a big influencer or content creator, but you know, I'm trying. I'm putting in that work. And, you know, I think that's part of life. Like, you got to put in that work. You got to start somewhere. Like, everybody like, oh, I got tens of millions, and like I don't, but that don't mean I can't go and accomplish my dreams. Who knows their first step, right? I was in MPAC. People had their whole list of what they was about to do, dream job, I'm moving, I got my apartment. And me, I was just like, whole time. I really don't know what I'm gonna do, but I know I'm gonna be blessed. And you know, that would have been great for me to compare to others. Like, look at them with their job, and then I'm looking like, man, look at me with my nothing, right? But I didn't compare myself, honestly. I was just like, well, life will happen and cream rises to the top. That's my dad. He was telling me, like, cream rises to the top. So me, like, I'm gonna rise to the top regardless of the situation. I might start off small, but at the end, I'm be on top. And I always had that in my mind, so I don't even worry about stuff right now. I'm like, me, we gonna make it happen for real. I said I made a video about having 4 jobs, making content, and I'm still asking, am I doing enough, right? You want to be able to take care of your parents, take care of your family, take care of yourself. And you ask, are you doing enough? Is this the right lane I should be going? And those are real questions, but it goes into the Bible. Are you having faith? Should you be asking, are you doing enough? Because if the Lord has led you to what you're doing, it's enough for the moment that's here, and things will happen. So that's why I'm even talking myself, like, you doing enough, bro? You got 5 jobs, nobody, you know what I'm saying? It took grace and mercy and a favor to even get 5 jobs, you know what I'm saying? People barely can get 1, and then that's the enemy. Oh, that's just part-time jobs. I still got them though. Nobody gave them to me. I had them. I had basically every job more than a year. So with that in mind, I'm moving forward and having life within me to know, like, we gonna make it happen. And my path not look like yours, your path not look like mine. But long as you making a way for yourself, who am I to say it's not gonna work out, right? We love a good movie star. We love a good athlete. Man, they did it. They went through this. Did you know they did that? That's what your parents say. Man, they fought through the battle. Oh, his story's so inspiring. But what if they didn't keep going when everything didn't look right? Or they was grinding, they had 9K on Instagram. Other people had 1 million. Like, you still doing that YouTube, Instagram stuff, bro? Get a job, bro. But I'm telling myself, things will happen. You know what I'm saying? And that just goes with the mindset of knowing that purpose isn't a destination. It's a journey, right? I think this time around, I'm really, truly enjoying the journey, the ups and downs, and the turnarounds. You feel what I'm saying? Enjoy it. Enjoy the process. People, it's cliche, enjoy the process. What does that mean? Enjoy the process. But enjoying day to day. Like, I'm enjoying just recording in my room at my parents' house. I'm enjoying reaching out to brands and getting L's, taking L's, and saying no. So, with that being said, we got to take it one day at a time. Because 20s are for trying, growing, failing, and becoming who you need to be. You know, I'm not in my 20s trying to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay working a part-time job and my friends seeing me holding up a green sign while they vibing at the game, right? I'm okay with doing that. Okay? Because I remember when I didn't have a chance. But nah, for real though. I remember just not knowing what I want to do. But now, I'm taking it one day at a time. That's all you could do in this moment, in this time. And that helps me be able to pivot. For example, I was working at a job and the people weren't treating me right. And so now I'm like, okay, like, I'm in my 20s, like, this it was a part-time job. This is not my career. So boom, I just applied for the job. I got it, working at the same place. But that's okay. Like, I'm pivoting, learn new things, meet new people, networking. Now I do pray I'm able to keep the job and work so I can be able to perform at the high level. You're not behind, brother. You're not behind, sister. You're just in progress. Progress to be with you. But what you can't do is give up in your process. You need to keep working, keep grinding. It might be hard, it might be putting a lot of work in, but somebody gotta be the next Bill Gates. Somebody gotta be the next something, right? So why not you? Why not me? Because I'm gonna do it. During this time, a lot of things that helped me was, number one, journaling. I've literally been journaling since high school, and this has helped me become who I am. I'm writing out my thoughts, the ups and downs, and the turnarounds. Because sometimes it's not good to talk about everybody, what you got going on. So journal it, get it out, and move on. Number two, don't compare yourself, but also follow people that inspire you. You can't, you gonna follow people that don't inspire you, but like I said, don't be jealous, you know what I'm saying? People got different ability, skills. Somebody might be inspired by you, but you over here jealous of someone else, you know what I'm saying? So be inspired, not jealous. Find small wins. That's what I do now. I'm like, bro, I'm on YouTube. I got 2,000 subscribers. Stop playing with me. Yeti. I got 1,000 watch hours. People are viewing. So I'm taking the small wins. Enemy, bro, that's only 1,000 watch hour, bro. You only got 2K subscribers. Lame. You're like, all right, negative. Get out of my face. So get out of my face. What? get out my face. You know what I'm saying? But, you got to step your small wins. You know what I'm saying? And then talk to mentors, friends, parents, or yourself. But be real with yourself. Let people tell you what you're doing right, wrong, and take it with grace whole time. If you're trying to figure it out, put a storm in there. You know what I'm saying? Put a storm in the company. You're trying to figure this out. You know what I'm saying? Because we are here to build a community. If you are viewing still, you're a real one. I really appreciate y'all for understanding the vibes of what we got going. Because, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Feeling lost in your 20s is not a vibe. But once you get into it, it's a whole vibe. Episode 7 is about working jobs you hate just to survive. What? We working jobs just to survive? We're going to talk about burnout, hustle, and staying sane. Don't miss it. Whole time you did, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Jay, but you know what I'm saying. And we gonna vibe out. Appreciate y'all for viewing, because you're been viewing. We've been on the YouTube grind for about 2 years. No, December makes 2 years, but we on the grind, so stay timely. And when y'all see this, at the time of the day, I did have 2K subscribers. But here's a success story. Whole time.